She want the pills and the molly. Told her meet me in the telly. Yeah, I fill up a belly. Really ain't shit you could tell me. If I get locked up, my brody gon' bail me. And that's some real shit.
Yes, sir. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Criquaaaa, and we're back with another video. If you're new to the channel, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications on too. If you aren't new to the channel, you already know what to do, man. Leave a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed, I don't know why you haven't subscribed. Like, just do it, because it's literally, bro, it's free 99. Subscribe. You might as well subscribe. Now, as a small content creator, I've made many mistakes, and I also made a video like this. I've learned a lot since making that video. It popped out to me the way people make content, the way I make content, and the way I look at other videos. And I just feel like for the person that's scared to start, this is a great chance to get started. You know, it's about to be summertime. There's like the possibility of content is now endless because there's no limitations. Everything is starting to open up. There's so many more things you can do that is hot outside instead of it being cold and you being trapped. So now everybody's outside, you have unlimited content, bro. I'm telling you. Now, as a small creator, I learned a bunch of things, and I'm still learning, and I still wish to learn until I hit that mark where it's like, whoa, I'm making it. You feel me? Like, I'm making it. Now, there's a lot of things that a lot of content creators and a lot of small creators that I see overlook. And that's one thing for sure, is to niche yourself down. When I started YouTube, I started as a video game YouTuber, and I just streamed very not frequently. Just very once in a while, it's for fun. I enjoyed it. I was just scared. Make sure you understand what you want to do as a YouTuber, and you stick to it. You do your research. You make sure you can have ideas for the video, for the channel. You don't just say, okay, I'm gonna be a makeup YouTuber and barely know how to do makeup. You don't say, okay, I'm gonna be a cooking YouTuber and only know how to make rice and chicken, eggs. You know, you have to keep putting videos up, bro. If you only know how to make rice, chicken, and pasta, lasagna, what are you gonna do, bro? You have to know how to make everything. You wanna be a sports YouTuber, you can't come one day and start playing 2K, like, you know? And the prime example of that is when I have a situation when I can't upload, I go make reaction videos. Those don't do well at all. Why don't they do well? Because that's not the niche to my channel. So they don't do well because it confuses the algorithm, and it doesn't let me push the video out as much as my video gets pushed out like a regular video of mine. It tells it like, oh look, this is like something new that it's trying to create, and then everything else gets pushed out more, and this one doesn't get seen more. Because that's not what I'm used to doing. That's not what my channel is about. So like, unless you have a really big following where whatever you make, whatever thumbnail, whatever title, they're gonna click your video. Which if you strive, you will get there. It's just not gonna get any views. And it's sad to say you can work very hard on a video and it doesn't get any views. One tip I will give you after niching down: make sure that you're happy with your niche. So don't do something because you're good at it and then be unhappy with it. Imagine you know how to make good, but you don't like doing it yourself. You think it's too much work. You don't like it. It's not fun to you. You feel like it's a chore. There's no reason for you to do that unless you're really about your money and it blows up. But if, like, you feel me? If it's not fun for you, that's what I feel like YouTube should be very fun for you. It should be enjoyable, because if you're doing it, it's because you want to. Because it starts out as a hobby. It's not like it starts out as me wanting to do YouTube. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna put one video and make $1 million. That's not how that works, bro. It doesn't. If you think that's what you're gonna do, you might as well just click off the video. No, don't. Yeah, you good, bro. I will say one thing to do, which is really smart, is after you niche down, you have to think of at least 30 to 50 videos that'll keep you going. Like, say you want a cooking channel, you have to have, like, give yourself at least 50 recipes or like different variations of recipes for you to try. Because if you only stick to like, okay, I'm gonna start a cooking channel, I have these 10 videos set, recorded, now you don't know what to do, now you're stuck. You don't know, you're not posting videos and your channel dies off. And as much as if you can grow as fast as you think you're growing, you will decline as fast as you. One thing that I never accounted for as a small YouTuber is the burnout. When you burn out, when you work real hard all the time and like try your best to like, okay, I have to do this, eventually you're gonna burn out. And by burnout, I mean like there's gonna be like a week or two where you don't know what to film, or a week or two where editing is like really painful and long and you can't edit and it's just hurting and you make a bad video. Or it's gonna be a time where you really don't have the energy to film, or the energy to edit, or the energy to make your thumbnail, the energy to do anything, the energy to think of a title, tags, and you just can't. There's gonna be times where that happens. There's gonna be times where you look at the camera and you're like, nah, I can't do it, it's gonna hurt me. And there's really times where that happens. All I can tell you is remember why you started doing YouTube videos. Because everybody has that time in any hobby. When it comes to, if you wanna lose weight, everybody has a stall. In something. You want to lose weight, there's a stall. You lose water weight, after that when you're trying to burn real fat, your body's mad at you. Like your body's like, bro, slow down, and it's gonna make you think you're not doing anything. You just gotta keep working. You gotta work through it. The same thing with trying to be good at a sport. You're gonna be good at a sport, you're gonna keep working. Sometimes you don't see progress, but then eventually you do. That's because you keep working. You can't just give up because like you have like one bad moment or something, you know, you can't give up. I'm telling you right now, 2021, as much as there's a bunch of saturation on YouTube, this is still an amazing time to create a channel. There's never a chance it's too late for you to start creating content. The world needs new content creators because when the old ones die out, you're the new one that's coming up. You know what I'm saying? If the new one, old ones never die out, you know, when they get like older. If you want to create a YouTube channel, don't wait for anything. Because look, I can use myself as an example. This is 2021. I started my channel technically in 2017. Didn't do anything with my channel. So I wasted my own time. It's getting hot. Who knows? Started in 2017. From there to now, who knows? I could have been at 1 million. I could have been at 5 million. I could have been at 10 million. I could have been at like a few hundred K. Who knows, bro? Like for real, who knows? Like if I would have done it from there, and let me even dumb it down for you even more. I started doing YouTube officially when I was like 14 years old in high school. And at the time, I didn't care about nothing, no thumbnail editing. All I wanted to do was make a little viral clip, and I kept trying to do that with my friends. Y'all want the channel, I'm gonna put the channel right here. If y'all wanna check that out, y'all can check that out. It's real cringe, don't cut my ass, please don't cut my ass. If you in your mind say, I wanna start a YouTube channel, and you actually want to start a YouTube channel and it's not because you see other people doing it, I suggest you start the YouTube channel right there. And one thing that a lot of people do is they don't realize that you don't need super fancy equipment to do anything. There's free editing softwares out there that you can look into that might be a little limited, but for the time being, cutting might be all you have to do, you know? You don't have to add memes and zooming in and all that, and I don't know if y'all know the terminology. You know, cutting might be good enough for you, bro. You can have something that helps you cut. You can make videos if you have an iPhone, edit from your iPhone, like if you really want to. You can do it from an iPad. You can do it from a MacBook, an iMac. Like you can do it from like there's a lot of different places that you can learn how to edit. If you look well enough online, you can find a good editing software. And even then, there's still like $20 a month for Adobe is not that bad. And also when it comes to like just software in general, don't get discouraged because you don't know how to edit or make thumbnails. I make my thumbnails on my phone. I ask my friend sometimes to make my thumbnail. He's also a YouTuber on the way to 3K. Follow him actually. Give him, you got follow him too, man. Don't get discouraged. Don't tell yourself, oh, what if I make a bad video? Like what if my video sucks and doesn't do well? Like what if it doesn't do well, bro? Like I don't have like be honest with me, bro. Is my video good? I'm gonna tell you yes, bro. I'm gonna tell you yes, but I'm gonna give you what I feel like you should work on. Cause at the end of the day, if you just put a video out there, just put the video out there, bro. Don't put yourself in a position where you're trying to get the perfect video, because all it's gonna do is give you a few hundred views at most at first, unless you really blow up, which is a rare case. Like I'm not here to discourage anybody, but if the video doesn't do super well, like are you gonna quit because it didn't do more than 1,000 views? No, right? I would hope not. So don't work so super hard on your first video to make it your first video, because even though that's the only impression people have of you, that doesn't mean that new people won't show up and watch a different video that comes out the next time. Just make sure that you maintain a schedule that helps you grow at a comfortable rate instead of pushing nonsense out, spewing nonsense out. You don't have to do that. Now, when it comes to making thumbnails and titles, I would say if you're using, your laptop, your computer, obviously the go-to is Photoshop. But if you're using your phone, there's a few apps that I have. I use Over to get the thumbnail, the correct sizing for a thumbnail. Then I use my camera to take the picture. I use Eraser to crop myself out or crop out whatever. Then I use Fonto, P-H-O-N-T-O. I'm gonna spell it out right here. I use Fonto to create the thumbnail. In Fonto, you can add fonts, you can add text, you can add a background, you can add images on top of each other, you can put speech bubbles, you can do colors. There's better apps for it, but some of them you have to pay. Fonto is 100% free. From my knowledge, I have not had to pay for Fonto at all. So, get in tune with that. Editing software, I already told you about that. When it comes to titles, you have to make sure that you do a searchable title. Like you don't want to say Christian Pemberton, Jesus, I'm about to get me off my go. You don't want to say Christian Pemberton eats French fries for the first time. Who the fuck is Christian Pemberton? Nobody knows who that is, and nobody's gonna search that up. If you say, if that was your video, you would put, I tried French fries for the first time, even though nobody would search that up either. I mean, I wouldn't think so. That's weird. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna search that. I'm gonna search it later. Make your video so that other people, give other people a chance to actually search your video and find it. Don't make a title that's not gonna give you any search options, because then, nobody's gonna really look for that. Like, as opposed to Christian Pemberton drains 5 3-pointers in 1/4 of a tournament. You look at another title, you look at it like, oh, dude goes off on tournament creating 5 3-pointers, and that's more searchable than Christian Pemberton drains. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's more realistic. Oh shit, money, y'all know that. Y'all wanna see it? Y'all wanna see it? Cause we outside and shit. Stupid chicken, y'all know that. Like I always preach this for on anything. Don't give up, because I tell you guys all the time. If you're giving up, then that's just because you don't really want it enough. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I've had a lot of burnouts. I've had a lot of things stop me. And I still try to find a way to push through, because I love doing this, and this actually makes me incredibly happy. If it doesn't make you happy, just put an end to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like doing it, just put an end to it. Oh, this is a really, really big one. Don't be that guy that gets all the equipment, that gets all the gear, just to not grow as fast as he thinks he's gonna grow. Like, if you, say you're a gaming YouTuber, right? If you personally want the best PC and the best desk and the best monitors for yourself, yes. But if you're saying, oh, to do YouTube, I need this $1,000 desk, this $4,000 PC, these $800 lights, this $3,000 camera that's only gonna stay in front of my face while I record the video. I need a $500 mic, and I need like a PS5. Like, you don't need that, bro. Because at the end of the day, you get all that just for you to not grow as fast as you think, and you wasted your own money and your own opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want that for yourself, understandable. But there's more affordable options that will help you get to your hobby until you can personally use your hobby to pay for a better setup. As for me, I have a very, I want to say very cheap, but I have a cheap camera. I have a Canon M50. If you want the Canon M50, I suggest you actually get it. It's a really good starter camera. It's a great beginner camera. It basically instructs you on how to use a camera properly. I don't know if other cameras do that, but from what I see, all the cameras have like a million buttons on the top of it that I have no idea what they mean. I'm still learning to use this and take pictures and like adjust video settings, and it's more complicated than you think. You can't just aim and shoot, because you're not gonna have a good quality video like that. So I would suggest, if you actually do want to buy a camera, you can look into like a Canon M50. You can do a Canon G7X. You could do is it Canon or Sony G7X, I believe. There's other cameras that you can try. Make sure you try to get an external mic so you can have better sound. Visual quality, audio quality is key. to a great video. I'd rather watch somebody with terrible content that's learning how to grow and make better videos than somebody that's using an iPhone 3G to record their videos. Now granted, if that's all you can afford at the moment, go right ahead and make your videos until you can afford something better. But if you're sitting on money and you can afford to make better choices that, like, for your hobby, go on and go the extra mile and spend their money on a decent camera for you, decent something to help you make your video. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't think anybody, including yourself, is gonna want to see a bad quality video on a beginning YouTube channel. That's being honest. That's being really honest. Now, don't let this discourage you from not trying to make a video, because bad quality and bad content is not the same thing. Now, decent quality and good content, or even bad quality and great content, can go a long way. But it's good to have a balance of like good quality, good content, and then keep going, and keep rising and rising, and you make yourself, you improve on yourself. With that being said, it's never too late to start a YouTube channel. There's many more tips that I could have given you guys, but for now, this is all I'm gonna give y'all. I don't even know if this video is gonna do well, but I feel like I should do this, give you guys a little confidence, because I know some people are scared to start, including myself. I was, and I overcame the fear, but I want you guys to overcome the fear as soon as possible. Do what you gotta do, grind out, don't stop grinding. I love y'all, man. You already know what to do, man. Smash that like button for me, smash that subscribe button, and as always, I'm gonna catch you on the next one.
Yeah, rock star, little bitch, play your part. You the groupie, should've left you where you are. Used to have that bitch moaning, now I'm alone in the morning. Well, I'm a